Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here today in Bangkok, Thailand. In this episode, we will be trying out the amazing street food of Bangkok, but not just any street food. These are rated Michelin beat. So we will not only be slurping down noodles, porridge and soup, but we are also having crispy, deep fried noodles and Hainanese chicken rice. So sit back and relax. This is 5 must-try Michelin-rated Thai street food. The first meal that we'll be having is a noodle shop located in Sitlom, Bangkok, called Yentafo Convent. We are now at Yentafo Convent, and this shop has been awarded the Michelin Blip in 2018 for its extremely bouncy and delicious Yentafo noodle. Yentafo is a traditional Thai noodle, and its unique trait is the pink soup. In Thailand, all the noodle shops will be given this 4 condiments. You have the chili sauce, the fish sauce, the dried chili, and some sugar. In this Yentafo, we've got cuttlefish, we've got fish balls, prawn balls, deep fried wonton, deep fried tofu, jellyfish, if you would believe, and fish cake. And also that amazing yellow bouncy egg noodles, and of course some vegetable. But most importantly, it's the pink broth. Let's give it a go without adding all these condiments. Oh, it's a bit sweet and savory, but it has a very porky flavor. So I think it's cooked with pork broth. Let's try the noodles. So I was expecting it to be a bit more snappy, but it's still good, but it's denser. The pink soup, to be honest, initially it threw me off a little, but it's super delicious, so good. Now, if you love porridge or congee, this next place is just the spot for you. Located in the slightly more heritage part of the Sitlom district is the infamous Jok Prince porridge. We are now at Bangkok and we are in our next Michelin location called Jok Prince. This place is super famous for its pork porridge. When we first arrived, we saw someone pushing a trolley with 2 tubs of fresh congee, just topping up the big pot. This is the Hong Kong style of congee or porridge. It's boiled and infused with pork broth, so the porridge itself has a very strong and delicious pork flavor. I can't wait to try it. Alright, this is definitely the Hong Kong style because it's so gooey and oh my god, silky as well. And it's served with ginger, slices of ginger and spring onions. That's very typical of Hong Kong style porridge. And then Queenie also ordered deep fried bee hoon. It's to add another layer of crispiness to this soft congee. Can't wait to give it a go. If you'd like, you can also get some crispy dough fritters called Yu Tiao, which can be seen freshly deep fried in the back alleys. It smells delightful. It smells very porky. Usually back home you have pepper, but there is pepper here as well.
So they only make specific amount.
So this shop is so famous that they only produce a specific amount of porridge every day. So once it's sold out, it's sold out. I'm guessing that the maximum number of porridge that they can sell is limited by the 2 tubs carried in the trolley at the beginning. But yeah, looks delicious. It's very typical in Asian places in Asian restaurants to have white pepper with porridge. So you don't see any black pepper here. But look at how gooey it is. So flavorful, so good. Not exaggerating here, but the plain porridge itself is so amazing. Now for the main star of the show, the minced pork. So bouncy. There is no flour inside, it's just pure meat. And so bouncy and so big, oh my god. I can safely say that was the best pork porridge I've ever eaten. I'm not exaggerating. Come here and try it yourself. For our third recommendation, we travelled across the Chao Phraya River to the quiet alleys outside of Wat Tip Sirin for the unique bowl of deep fried rice noodle. Hello guys, we are just outside of Yaowarat, Bangkok, Chinatown, so the traffic isn't as bad here, but we are at a shop or restaurant called Guay Tiew Kua Gai, and they serve a very special rice noodle dish which is deep fried. In Singapore we call it stir fried hor fun, but it's slightly different here. It's drier, so you have it with sriracha sauce, and this shop epitomizes Bangkok street food as its finest, because it's cooked in the propped up back alleys of Bangkok. So in order to eat more food, we have enlisted 2 additional stomachs today. We have our friends Yi Hao and Eunice, who will be joining us in this Michelin Blip adventure. And we got the deep fried hor fun with egg, and also the squid with hor fun. We also got one with deep fried pork and runny egg on top. That one looks super amazing, but let's dig in. So usually it's eaten with the sriracha sauce to cut off the greasiness, but I'm going to try it as it is first before adding the chili sauce.
Be a man, it's fine.
So crispy, and because it's fried, right, the rice noodle becomes very gooey, and it's almost like potato starch, like corn starch. There actually is not much taste to it, except for the wok pay, the breath of the wok. So yeah, maybe you add the sriracha, it'll be better.
Yes, boss.
What is your first impression of this fried kway teow?
Tastes like Ouan.
What is Ouan?
Fried oyster omelette.
Does it have a wok pay?
Big pieces of squid.
Is it squid or cuttlefish?
They say squid on the menu.
But it's cuttlefish, right?
Looks like it. You be the judge.
Is it worth a second go?
The squid itself seems a bit tasteless, unfortunately. But the kway teow is quite unique because it's very chewy, and there's hints of crispiness to it from the deep fried batter.
Do you think it's worth the Michelin bib? Would you recommend this to your friend?
For a one-off taste, yes.
Yi Hao also?
Yeah, it's cheap enough to warrant the taste.
For how much is it?
60 baht.
So the outside crust is so crispy and the inside is very soft and gooey, so it's really something that I've never had before, and it really tastes like Ouan. It's like an egg omelette back home in Singapore with oysters, but yeah, I'm going to try it with the sriracha. Hopefully provides a new dimension of flavors.
Oh, that's definitely.
43 is supposed to be 60.
Definitely better with the sriracha. Adds a bit of sweetness and it cuts off the greasiness completely. Alright, one redeeming point of this hor fun is that the chicken or the meat that is cooked with has a very strong wok hei flavor, and it's crispy on the outside and soft and moist on the inside. I really dig the chicken. And just a couple of minutes away is Yaowarat Chinatown, the busiest place in Bangkok after 6 PM. And here is where you'll find an establishment that has been serving up the same dish for almost a century. We are here at Yaowarat at Ouan Kway Chap Pochana, a Michelin-rated restaurant that serves the most authentic kway chap in Chinatown, Bangkok. And we have ordered the traditional kway chap, very different from the ones in Singapore. Traditionally, kway chap is done in a braised pork broth that is with soy sauce and with the 5-spice powder. But this one is peppery and it's clear, sort of a clear broth. And instead of having braised pork, it's crispy pork belly inside. And because the noodles are a bit different, it's flat rice noodle but it's curly, so you only need to have a spoon to eat it. One thing I might add is that the bowl is very big but the serving looks very small. How's the taste, Eunice?
Very peppery.
Is it like bak kut teh?
No. I'm not from Singapore, so maybe it's like the Singapore bak kut teh with lots of pepper.
I'm gonna try the broth first. Ooh, very peppery. I like it. I love pepper.
I'm not even going to eat the bowl.
It's peppery, but you still can taste the hint of pork inside it. And also because there's like fried shallots inside, it has a bit of savouriness to it. The rice noodle is like a straw, so you literally soaks up the sauce and captures it inside the roll. So it pairs very well with this soup. But now I'm gonna try the crispy pork belly. Now, even though it's been cooked in the broth, the crispiness of the skin is still there. So I would highly recommend this place. In our previous video, we tried another place just 5 minutes down the road called 9 Egg Roll Noodles. They serve the exact same dish, they're almost as old as Ouan Pochana, and they're also Michelin-rated. Personally, I prefer the one at 9 Egg as it isn't as peppery, so I could fully appreciate the taste of the broth and the meat. But to each of its own. The serving sizes at both places are small, so you can give them both a shot. And let us know which is your preference. Our last recommendation goes to a dish that is so close to home, located in the Phetchaburi Road across the infamous Platinum Fashion Mall. It's Goang chicken rice. That's right, Hainanese chicken rice. Hello everyone, we are at Goang Chicken Rice, another Michelin beat restaurant here in Bangkok, Thailand. And this place is well known for their chicken rice. I'm gonna try it and see how different it is compared to the Singapore chicken rice. The rice is quite fluffy. It's almost like the Singaporean chicken rice. The only difference that I can tell is the sauce, the chicken rice sauce. In Singapore, we usually serve it with a garlic chili sauce. This one is a savory bean paste, dark soy sauce based kind of chili, and it's a bit sweet, so we're gonna see how it fares with the rice and the chicken. We coated the rice with the sauce and we'll see how it goes. It's a bit tangy, but more towards the sweet side. And I think there's a bit of fermented bean paste inside as well, but I can't really pinpoint the taste. Must be their secret recipe. But the rice is so fluffy. I'm going to try the chicken first without any sauce to see what's the difference between this chicken and the one we have back home in Singapore. It's so soft. It's very rare in Singapore that you get a very soft and moist chicken these days, but yeah, this is not bad. But it's one of the better chicken rice that I've had. So I'm going to try with the sauce now. The rice. Becomes a lot sweeter with the sauce. Personally, I prefer it without the sauce, but overall the dish is less oily compared to the one in Singapore. The one in Singapore is oilier, so you know, depends if you like your rice oily or healthier. Another must-try dish at this place is the braised pork. Even though they are famous for their chicken rice, you have to try their braised pork as well. It looks a bit like the lu rou in Singapore. It's a bit dry and tough, but still more moist than the ones that I've had back home in Singapore. But really the star of the show is the chicken rice. So that is it guys, this is our 5 must-try Michelin-rated Thai street food. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the like button and also don't forget to subscribe and stay so thirsty.